Good afternoon to you all. Thank you, Rajesh, for that introduction and also giving me an opportunity to be part of this event. Good afternoon to Dr. Pritish Nag, Dr. Dadwal, Sanjay Kumar, all the panelists, and all the participants of the virtual conference organized by ESRI. And my thanks to Shri Ajendra Kumar for inviting me to be a part of this event. Right now, we are in the middle of an unprecedented global pandemic, COVID-19. What the world is experiencing has no parallels in the past. The event has touched and influenced every human being on the planet in some way or the other. The event has practically stopped all in their tracks and made them introspect on life. It is like bringing a fast-paced activity of world to an abrupt halt. As the impact of the event slowly sinks in, one realizes the world is not going to resume to the same norms, but will have to adjust to new norms of life. The life perspective changes as many would realize that there may be no place for many of the activities that they were pursuing earlier. One may also appreciate that it is in such circumstances that one would usher in what has been resisted under normal times. Because under normal times, human tendency of being comfortable with the prevalent situation and make only incremental improvements are that kind of changes prevail. Changes are an anathema. It's also when such disruptions occur that opportunities can be created to be innovative and bring in very different ways of doing things that benefit human society. Under normal circumstances, new technology solutions, particularly the ones that are disruptive in nature, faces huge resistance and hurdles. As the human evolution on this planet moves in its inexorable trajectory of providing better living conditions, the discovery, inventions, development of new ways of doing things by realizing technology tools to implement solutions which result in ecologically sustainable progress gains momentum. The technologies of observation, in situ, and remote, communicating this through networks, information processing, with linkages to physical location has a huge role. With the progressive availability of location-based information and with access to tools in the hands of individual, both for generation of location-based data and a tool for processing, displaying processed information, the capability to make a huge difference to humanity through the geospatial technologies is growing enormously. Particularly today, as you look at the data that is available, whether it is from satellites orbiting the Earth or a series of sensors embedded at various locations, and also all the objects which are in motion, all of this being linked with current, what is promised with the 5G communication technology, wherein both in terms of speed at which the information is accessible, data is accessible, and the kind of connectivity it can provide to the human society is so enormous, and the scenario is going to be hugely challenging both for making use of them for providing this solution. Now, this is further facilitated by the growth of communication technology of 5G, which could make information available from IoT and other sources at breakneck speeds. While development of these tools for geospatial technology-based solution keep growing, the real impact will be experienced only when those in charge of governing at different levels, whether it is at the village level taluks, districts, states, nations, or group of nations, they are able to visualize the end result of adopting such solutions, particularly in today's need for ensuing the sustainability of growth using renewable resources and also making little impact on environment and ecology. It is here that the use of knowledge-based solutions, and then bringing in actually mechanisms which help us sustain life is very important. And for this to happen, it's essential that those who are responsible for governance are made aware of the available solutions, whether it is tools of geospatial technology, which is actually getting the benefit of what is happening in the areas of virtual reality, augmented reality, and then the pace at which the computer systems are improving in their ability to carry out simulations and also showcasing case studies of similar exercises in relevant backdrops. Now, the process of familiarization has to be a continuous effort and would require trained personnel, as the canvas for implementation of geospatial solutions is very vast and is increasing every day, as you would have seen even during the course of this conference itself, how things are entering into various aspects of life. The need for a workforce which is not only aware of the intricacies of the technology tools, but also in a position to visualize the possibilities of incorporating these technology-based solutions to the problems on hand, and also the ones which could occur, the problems which could occur in near future because of the current and prevalent practices. This requires bringing in a new battery of people who are well versed in these technologies. This requires educating students during their graduation, post-graduation, and research activity to be fully aware of the technology tools and their application. This would also require bringing in appropriate teaching material relevant for different levels of students. Apart from students itself, the key is, as we were looking at, making the government and the people who do the governance aware of the various activities and how in meeting their challenging demands, as we need to appreciate those who are in the roles of governance actually have very little time for completing the tasks on hand. They are actually doing firefighting every day and they need solutions which are available yesterday. So they do not have large amount of time to deal with the problems on hand. So it is here that the efforts of these technologies are brought to their, not only to their knowledge, but also showcasing to them how these technology can provide solutions. And today, by virtue of what is happening globally and also what's happening within the country, the people who are doing at the helms of the control are more amenable for bringing in significant changes, because they see that this is an excellent opportunity not only to make sharing of information across the different government agencies and government and private entities, making data available, and also see how this shared data can be used for providing very effective solutions to the problems on hand. And what I see is this COVID-19 has created a scenario where all those who are willing to make use of this opportunity will be in a position to make a difference because many of the, for example, you would have been seeing that some of the people in North India are able to see the Himalayas because the pollution levels have come down, and also the human activity, which was producing tremendous impact on the nature, both in terms of pollution and ecology. Today, there is an excellent opportunity to introspect and then make use of the technologies what are available, both from space-based as well as ground, and both in terms of observation. Today, for example, you are very familiar that there are companies which are providing everyday data of the entire globe Earth. And in similar manner, while the technologies continue to bring in more and more data and information, it is only when this geospatial technology, which links it with location and then brings in the concepts of advanced processing capabilities and makes them available to both the users as well as people who are going to carry out the governance activity. And today's panel discussion is going to be a very interesting one, because it's specifically going to address what is it that is required to be done in making this all-pervading technology to benefit the country in terms of addressing the problems it is facing today, not only the problems it is facing today, but also how to make life a sustainable event on planet Earth by making use of all the technological tools and resources for a sustainable living on planet Earth. So let me wish a very healthy and invigorating panel discussion, and wishing all of you a great few hours of enlightening knowledge and information. Thank you very much.